This is Pitch.
Okay, good afternoon. Farid from SimpanKira.
Okay, Amran, hi.
Welcome to the pitch.
Thank you very much for inviting me. Okay, anyway, my name is Farid. I'm the founder of SimpanKira. Okay, the idea of SimpanKira was born in 2015. Masa tu I was with different startup. Kita tengah grant application to a few agencies. And because of that, my friend, the founder of that startup, asked me to develop the financial statement. Macam-macam lah, P&L lah, balance sheet lah, apalah semua kan. And then masa tu while I'm studying how to create this, I also look into accounting software. But at that time, Malaysia tak banyak lagi cloud-based accounting software. That's number one. And number two, the usability of this cloud accounting software at that time wasn't that great. And then I start looking outside of Malaysia punya beyond dan local products. Saya tengok macam Zero, I tengok QuickBooks. Kenapa diorang boleh buat cantik? Kenapa diorang boleh buat lawa? As compare dengan kita punya at that time lah. I'm not saying that all are ugly, but at that time it wasn't that interesting. So I said, okay, I need jenis kalau if I see a problem, I wanted to solve the problem. And then, okay lah, kita pun set. At that time, personally, I said, okay, I tak dapat jumpa accounting software yang satu affordable and satu mudah nak guna. I better build it myself lah. So that's
Are you
how I
a developer or are you an accountant?
No, I'm not a developer nor accountant, but I have a lot of friends accountant. And surprisingly, when I was in high school, I really hate accounting. Seriously, I really hate accounting. But maybe because of my background as an engineer, I was trained as chemical engineer, so numbers are easy for me. Equation, tambah, darab, tolak, bagi tu is very natural for me. So to understand accounting is not that hard, especially on the bookkeeping side. I think the fundamental of the accounting software is you've got to get the bookkeeping right, because accounting is more on the qualitative side rather than the quantitative. So we build accounting software. So I look for developers, whatnot, and everything is using my own personal funding lah. Kita so far tak ada pernah raise apa-apa pun. Semuanya pakai duit sendiri lah.
How many of you?
Well, right now I have me and 3 developers. 2 are in Surabaya, 1 here in Malaysia. SimpanKira started as cloud accounting, tapi although it started in 2015, we released it in November 2018. Itu pun lepas a lot of my friends pujuk kata, Farid, you cannot wait until it get perfect. It's never be perfect. You got to release it and let the user tell you what they want, if they like the features, and sometimes kan kita tak sempat nampak testing, the users will become our tester. Oh, okay, then
that's right.
Then I released lah in 2018, November 2018. Nothing, no fanfare, nothing, no event whatsoever. I just go launch it and then put it on my Facebook, and alhamdulillah until now we have about 600 plus companies registered using SimpanKira.
Okay. What is the key features of SimpanKira compared to the existing apps out there?
Okay, over the last 1 year, what we did, kita jumpa ramai lah business owner daripada sekecil-kecil, sole proprietor yang income tak besar lah 100k a year to company yang generating dalam 4 to 5 mil a year. So of course, different revenue scale has a different needs. But one thing in common, there's one theme in common that I found. Most of these businesses yang income less than 5 million a year annually, they all outsourcing all the accounting work to the external party, which is to the accounting firm. So that somehow gave me an insight lah. I said, okay, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't talk directly to the business owner. Instead, I should talk to accountants. And then when I talk to accountants, the accountant cakap, oh, you ada feature ni, ada feature tu, ada feature ni. Then masa tu kita cakap, okay, kita dah ada semua yang you all nak, tapi ada benda-benda yang specific to industry memang kita tak ada. So I think right now we have all the full feature accounting software. We have right now SimpanKira can handle the receivable, the payable, the cash management. We can also do bank reconciliation, but we do not have a bank direct feed simply because of it requires the bank negara punya approval. I spoke to a few people from few banks, people in charge of the digital matter. They said it is actually within the agreement when the bank account holder sign with the bank for the online service, they specifically agree not to disclose their information to the third party. So we accounting software ni is considered as a third party. So tak boleh. If we need to do this, then the bank has to apply kat bank negara to get bank negara punya permission, then they can allow to do the integration. So far dalam Malaysia ada dua je yang kita tahu yang legally do it. Zero and also Financial. Itu pun specific bank. Macam Zero dengan CIMB, other bank pun tak boleh. Financial specifically dengan RHB, other bank tak boleh. So kita RHB Digital ada approach kita, tanya nak tak buat integration, kita cakap kita nak, tapi yelah, when we need to go into that direction, we need resources yang besar sikit lah. Sebab nak upgrade to the bank punya standard kan. Kita startup, we need that financial mojo to bring up our back end to the bank punya security, bank grade punya security punya infrastructure. But anyway, right now, as we talk right now, SimpanKira has evolved beyond than just cloud accounting. Kita ada cloud accounting, which can do, as I said macam tadi, we have all the full feature of accounting softwares. But right now, we also include the cloud HR, because when we spoke to more than 200 business owner, kita realize that diorang tak nak pakai banyak-banyak sistem untuk manage dunia business. Diorang nak, I log on to one system, I ada accounting, I nak HR, dia ada payroll tak? Kalau ada payroll cantik. So when I had that conversation, and then when I spoke to my team, the team pun macam agree, betul lah, diorang ni tak ada banyak duit sangat nak invest dengan multiple system, and tak nak create confusion dalam office. Pasal macam contoh, a travel agency, staff dalam 5 orang, but their sales is about like what, 3-4 million a year? They don't need an ERP.
Yeah.
But they do need like macam a simple online, macam nak mohon cuti, a simple system to manage payroll, and then accounting to record semua dia punya financial transaction, which for me it makes sense juga pasal ERP is too huge. So
for your customers, what is the licensing like dengan SimpanKira?
Dengan SimpanKira we make it very easy. Kita start dengan our micro package, start dengan 5 user. Kita tak buat by user. Kita buat micro package dengan 5 user, dan kita ada growth package up to 20 user, and above tu kita panggil scale up package. So start with the 69 ringgit a month. They can have access to accounting, HR, and insyaAllah in April we will release payroll. So kita memang build this memang geared towards the small business punya ni environment.
Is there any training required to use your application, atau is that senang?
Okay, on the HR side is very easy lah. On the accounting side, we admit that it takes some a degree of understanding on the accounting, but we do provide the video tutorial, and we are updating a bit slow, but we are still updating our video tutorial from time to time. So there's no issue in terms of them kalau macam tak sure macam nak guna. Plus we also have our support available kat website. If it's a live chat, they can message us if they don't understand how to use certain things. And kat FB pun we also open our communication channel so that they can reach us if they don't know how to start and what to do. So we try to help them as much as we could through these channels, the FB and also the live chat at the website.
How do you address some of the small businesses punya concern that if you are a startup and all my data is up there in the cloud in your application, what happens if you tutup business? Hopefully not lah kan. But then what happens if two scenarios lah. One is whether you are not available anymore, ataupun when they want to move on to another platform. How do you address?
Okay, one thing that we have put in our terms of use and our disclaimer, kita cakap reality of the business. Okay. And then, once they agree to the disclaimer saying that, okay, we provide the software as is, and kita cakap lah kita punya company sekian. And if, let's say, if we are in the event of we need to wind down or close down, we will give back all their data lah in terms of Excel, so in whatever form yang you akan dapat. But again, we are not in the business of selling data. We're in the business of providing the business solution. And itu one assurance that we can give them lah. Another assurance that if they want us to stay afloat for a lot more, then they should promote it to their friends, so that a lot more users can come in, and then we can get the sustainable revenue. I guess that's
And
the only way.
speaking of the publicity, so right now, how are you guys going to market?
Right now we are doing a guerrilla style.
Hi.
Okay, now what we are doing, we do invest a little bit on Facebook ads, and also, as I said, we do guerrilla style tu, kita tengok macam macam kelakar sikit lah. Macam kat newspaper, kalau macam online news tu, kat Facebook tu, kalau macam satu post tu komen banyak, dalam more than 100, kita pun menjelit macam lah kat situ. So bila kita update, so the rest 100 or 200 people yang komen pun akan dapat juga. And but then we carefully select lah, macam kita tak pergi, macam contoh berita harian tu, kita tak pergi kat situ. Kita pergi kat The Star, kita pergi The Edge, because these are the people yang the business people yang actually read the news. So another thing is kita try to engage with as many accounting firm in other states. Macam recently kita visit our so-called partner kita di belah utara, di Kepala Batas. They become our representative in utara. So if they do, if there's a lot of events kat sana, entrepreneurship or entrepreneur related punya activities, diorang yang akan participate kat sana, and they will carry SimpanKira punya brand. So that's what I'm going to emulate with other states as well. And of course, right now we are writing to colleges, especially the private colleges, to include SimpanKira as a part of their tools or part of the curriculum dalam dia punya diploma of accounting. Right now, dengan Institute Professional Baitumal Kuala Lumpur, I'm being appointed as a wakil industri dalam pembinaan kurikulum dia. So they want to create a diploma accounting with technology. You need to say that all this while, when I spoke to them, all this while for them, kalau software don't fikir UBS. So I said, oh my God, UBS is so like 20 years ago. Now people are going to cloud. So especially dalam keadaan yang macam sekarang ni, whereby kita kena work from home, habis most of the UBS pun kena install kat PC kan. So takkan nak angkut PC bawa balik rumah. So I cakap, okay, cloud technology is going to be a game changer for most of the SMEs. Even the big companies are start using it. Why don't you expose your student towards this? So I cakap, okay, SimpanKira can do a lot of this, and in fact, SimpanKira will be the integral part of the business. We call it business operating software. Because most of the management softwares, the integral part is actually the financial application. Kan? So that kita tahu for average revenue per employee, for example, like kita tahu, okay, if we do this project, what is the ROI of it? All guna financial solution. So we are geared towards that. So that's how we try to increase awareness about our software and our brands. Of course, kita startup, we try to bootstrap everything lah. And right now, still in 2020 ni, my personal goal is to do fundraising lah, to actively do fundraising. I know the landscape is very tough these days in 2020, especially with the pandemic COVID-19, especially with the credit crunch everywhere. But I've got to be optimistic for this lah, and at the same time be realistic as well.
Actually, now that you mention it, operationally, how are you being impacted with the COVID and the lockdown?
Surprisingly, we started SimpanKira when I was with another startup. So semua ni dia macam side project dulu. So later after that, and because the side project, it never has an office except office yang kita registered office. Yeah, so everybody dah memang work from home from the beginning. So when we grow, macam contoh bila kita hire intern pun kita cakap intern, okay, aku punya kami startup ni restriction sikit. Memang tak ada office. Kalau kau je lecturer kau datang, tunggu aku sewa meeting room, jumpa lecturer kat meeting room. So everybody work from home. But alhamdulillah, so far we don't have much problem because we've been tuned to that. And plus, I think when we do work from home, we also think about what else that we could incorporate dalam SimpanKira to enable this work from home punya environment, menjadikan dia mudah. So alhamdulillah macam sekarang ni kita tengok SimpanKira macam most of the users SimpanKira pun tak require our physical presence. Mungkin at the most yang diorang akan minta pun diorang minta kita orang pergi ke office diorang untuk demo. I think tak pernah kot diorang datang office. Okay lah, kita ada buat event. Itu pun kita tumpang kawan-kawan punya tempat lah. Kita buat small event macam kita invite our tax accountant untuk give talk about taxation planning for companies. Sepatutnya dalam minggu ni kita ada event, kita invite HR punya a lawyer tapi dia ada HR expertise untuk share pasal isu pasal dismissal, employee dismissal,
unfair dismissal or
yes kan,
or disciplinary action on resources.
Yes, sebab SimpanKira dah evolve beyond the accounting to HR, so we start to go into the education side lah of our users. So that's why we do this. Unfortunately, sekarang ni tengah ada MCO kan, so tak dapat lah kita buat event. But hopefully we want to continue this event, this educational event, so that it helps to educate not only our users but also to the business owners out there, ataupun to the macam contoh HR manager, ataupun kalau ada topik berkaitan dengan accounting, they can invite the finance manager to come in. The way we do this right now, as I said, with a lot of other groups is doing, they do a lot of Zoom event, webinar style, but at the moment SimpanKira kita tak go into that direction lagi because nak buat tu it takes quite a lot jugalah preparation, not only on the advertising the event kan, but the mental side of nak buat event macam tu, so kita tak prepare lagi yang part tu lah.
Okay, so I guess the last question is, as far as the future is concerned, what are your plans for the next 1 year?
Okay, a bit ambitious lah. Okay, in this 2020, we aim to raise up to 800,000. That's our plans, number one. And number two, in terms of product roadmap, right now we are adding payroll. My aim for this year, in terms of product, our payroll solution too, we want to get approval, we want to get endorsement from LHDN. So boleh kira PCB whatnot semua lah. Okay. And then there's additional module that we plan to include, which is the benefits. So HR ada benefits kan. So kita nak include benefits in SimpanKira as such that SimpanKira ada HR, SimpanKira nanti ada boleh manage benefits, SimpanKira can also handle the payroll and no brainer accounting. So it become a total complete business operating software. So that's my aim lah. And the benefits right now, I've been talking to Maybank Etika right now. Maybe I'm gonna be the first HR or business solution that introduce takaful as benefits dalam kita punya solution. So nanti kalau macam contoh users yang pakai SimpanKira ni, kalau they want to look for benefits untuk dunia company, atau they can just buy straight from our solution, through our solution. That's my plan lah. So 3 things: do fundraising, get our payroll endorsement from LHDN, and number 3, add benefits which include takaful punya package and a few conventional punya insurance provider lah kat dalam kita punya solution.
Okay. Thanks for the pitch. I think that was quite interesting.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I honestly think that when you pitch me this idea last week, I said macam mula rasa macam quite awkward juga tapi bila come to think again, maybe this is gonna be a new way. And last time I remember if you go to Cradle, and if you go to Cradle, you need to fill in, and then lepas tu kalau if they agree, you need to come to them and talk to the business analyst. Maybe right now, maybe Zoom is gonna be like the new norm kot.
Yeah, maybe.
Kan,
And the
no longer
purpose
people have to
for
go there.
and the purpose for this program really is just to help you guys out, all the startups. When
Thank you very much,
when
bro.
I say pitch to me, it's actually not even to me, it's to whoever my audience is, and hopefully it can help your
Yeah.
business a bit more.
Yeah, I also hope that your audience is gonna grow bigger, and this will set a new trend for, I would say, what do you call yourself? A producer or a publisher or what?
I don't know, just a podcast program, I guess.
Or content creator,
Well, you help create the content for me. But yeah.
I'm glad I could help you and your program, and thank you very much for inviting us to be part of this speech.
Hey,
Podcast
pleasure
speech.
is mine. Pleasure is mine. Okay, Farid.
All right.
This is Pitch.